Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Libra. You can have Libra anywhere in your chart. You can be a cross watcher. All that I ask is that if you're here watching this reading, that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. Okay, Libra, when I was getting into your energy, it felt kind of like humdrum, like it's kind of like, I don't want to say twiddling your thumbs, but it just felt kind of like that. A little bit stagnant. So I don't know. We'll see what comes out in the cards. We are going to start with the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. What is the message for Libra, please? What is the message for Libra? Well, okay, so the Fool came out, but it came out on its side. So it is kind of like that with the Eight of Torches, which is the Eight of Wands on the bottom. It's like you know that you're supposed to be doing something, but you're not doing it. That Fool energy is like leaping. It's like leap in the net will appear is what I always associate with the Fool. And with it on its side like that, especially with this Eight of Wands, like the way that they're kind of upside down, because the Eight of Wands is usually about like really fast communications and stuff, but it's almost like you're not saying something that that's needing to be said, or you're not doing something that's needing to be done, because it's not like, it's not pertinent. It's not like things are gonna go crazy if this thing doesn't happen, but it's supposed to be done. There's just no deadline, so you might be struggling to kind of do it because there's no deadline. Maybe you're a kind of person who needs a deadline in order to get things done. Yeah, that's what it feels like here. Okay. Hang on. I wasn't really ready, but this card is kind of calling out to me. This Prince of Swords with the Six of Swords on the bottom. Hang on a second. The way that there is blood on the tip of that sword is really standing out to me. And he has blood on his outfit here, but like there's nothing around him. He is an angel. He has wings. Sorry, I was just getting a message about what I was supposed to clarify this deck with, and it's over in a drawer, so I'm gonna have to go get it here after I get all the cards out that want to come out for this. You know, this Prince of Swords, he typically is about like moving truth forward. So here's the message that's kind of happening for me. He might be coming to kind of like, I'm getting like poke you in the butt, to get you to turn this, like, you know what I mean, to keep the ball going. But it comes in a harsh truth with that Prince of Swords. It's like he's speaking, and when I say he, it could be a message in any form. It could be this reading that is a little bit prickly. It could be something like a cashier says when you're at the grocery store one day that like it just kind of pricks you and pokes you and awakens you a little bit, and at first it's jarring, but it's going to turn. It's going to cause you to turn. Okay. What else for Libra, please? What else for Libra? I'm getting like that it's kind of be like a Celtic cross a little bit. So we'll probably get 3 more cards. One here, one here, and one here. And then we'll get some clarifiers and advice. Okay. What else for Libra? And like what this next card is going to be here, because this is like a foundation, this is going to be what you're putting behind you, what's going to stay on this ledge, right? You're headed off into another area, but you're needing some poking and prodding to kind of get you to do it, because there is no deadline. Okay, so what's behind you? What's behind you? And you're carrying a little bit of it with you with that knapsack on this person's shoulder. You're carrying a little something with you. Hopefully it's healthy things only. You're leaving all the toxic and unhealthy things behind, and you're carrying whatever lesson was in that situation forward with you. Okay, what is behind Libra here? What is behind Libra? And that's so many. It's way too many. Oh, there, one fell. The Ace of Cups. Yeah. With the 6 of Torches. So it could be like a situation where it felt maybe really, it was like something new that felt pretty positive. Like you couldn't be 100% certain, because it is the Ace, so it's like the very first card, right? It's like you couldn't be 100% certain, but it felt okay. But instead of like it being like this much emotional needs of whatever the situation was, it was like there was something that it looked a lot smaller than it actually was. Like maybe it was a partner whose baggage seemed like a little tiny backpack that you carry onto the plane, but the baggage was actually like a whole jet full of baggage. You know what I mean? Like a whole ocean of baggage. And it's almost like it feels like this person or this thing is keeping you. It's like, it's almost like there's like a rope tied to you and you can't jump from the ledge because they keep pulling you back. Even if it feels very, very new. It's like they just make it seem very promising, whatever this is. If it's a relationship or if it's like a job or something, it does feel more like a relationship with this. They could be very cutting with their words, or you could be very cutting with your words. I don't know. It's feeling like whatever this is, it's not feeling like a really great fit, because it is like something that you're wanting to leave in the past. Even with that 6 of Wands, which the 6 of Wands is usually about like victory, but it's other people's victories. It's like in the typical 6 of Wands card, there's a man on a horse and he's completely clean, and everyone that's covered in like blood and was actually on the battlefield is celebrating him. He has like the victory wreath, even though he didn't actually do anything. You know what I mean? Like it was everyone else around him that did everything to win the battle. So it's like, I don't know, it was like whatever this is, it feels like there's something that just, that's too many. It's like there's just something that what are the words? What are the words? It was like a mirage almost, you know? Like like a perspective. They made it seem like this small thing when if you change your perspective, it's actually like this huge ocean. Okay. Now, the card on top, I typically look at it as like an umbrella, something that's protecting you. like from the heavens, you know, it's like whatever gift you have available to you. Okay, yeah, we have the Hierophant came out. Taurus energy could be important because the Hierophant represents Taurus. And then you have the Nine of Swords. I mean, the Hierophant literally means like you know, like religious teachings. So you could have either like grown up religious, or maybe you're just starting to find your own religion, or like the belief sets that pertain to who you are. Because it's saying that this is like a protective thing, but then also it's paired with the Nine of Swords. So it's almost like you don't know what to believe. You don't know if this is positive or negative. We're going to get a clarifier because that is really interesting. This could even be presenting itself as something that is there to help you, to protect you, and benefit you. But it's like your intuition is maybe telling you that it's not right. But you're still trusting in it. Because just because this card is turned, right? So this isn't actually behind him. This is behind him. This is on top of him. And this is forward. It's like you don't know which way is which. Sorry about that noise. It's over now. But hopefully you could have heard me. You could hear me perfectly okay. Anyway, it's like you don't know which way is which. You don't know what is truth. And that is something that I feel like Libra energy struggles with, because it's like they can see things from all perspectives. Because you have to have all information in order to make a clear judgment. And because Libra is that justice energy. So it's almost like too much information. That's what it feels like. Too much information is feeling overwhelming to you. And do you see here how the sword is poking him in the back? And I was like, and how this card is like trying to poke you. It's like it hurts. Whatever it is like you are delaying it because it hurts. But if you look at this, no blood comes out. It's water that comes out. It's the emotional aspects. Okay, hang on. Let's see what's forward in front of you. What's in front of Libra? What's in front of this Fool? Sorry about that dog barking. The King of Cups. But look at him though, like he's got that stubble going on, but it's like the Ace of Cups to the King of Cups. It's the whole journey. It's the Fool's journey, but in a cup sense, like because the Fool is the very first card of the tarot deck, right? And the major arcana, the Fool through the world, is like the Fool's journey, and you can look at it in any order and it will tell you a story no matter what the order is. It's the Fool's journey, and whatever the reading is, like in its own way. So in this, it feels like your journey from the Ace of Cups to the King of Cups, from not having full understanding to having full understanding, to being scared of the ocean to commanding the ocean. Oh, look at this. And the High Priestess is on the bottom. So I'm so sorry. I couldn't tell what this was, but I think it's a candle, but it almost looks like someone in a robe, like a hooded robe. Like it's this person, but within themselves. Okay. What they're saying is this is almost like If it's not another person, it's yourself. You are containing yourself emotionally. You're containing yourself from that command of the ocean. You feel like you can only command a cup, but you actually have power over the whole ocean and all of its creatures. But it's like the fear is behind you and the empowerment is in front of you, but you're still on your side. You're not turned yet. Oh my gosh. I just bought some corn on the cob, but my cat is eating the things. Hey, Luna, stop it. Luna. She's eating the husk. I gotta move those here in a minute. When I go get that other deck, I'll move them. Sorry. Yeah, going from being scared of the ocean to commanding the ocean and all of its creatures. So I'm gonna go grab that other deck to clarify all of these. Hang on a second. Okay. I got the deck and I got them all shuffled, so let's go ahead and clarify this Fool card for Libra, please. Clarify this Fool card for Libra. Okay, so you have the Nine of Cups there. So what this is telling me is like one way to help turn the this card is to have gratitude. Look at the way that your life has turned out well, and if things seem bleak, you have to look at what you've learned from these bleak situations. Do you know what I mean? Because like there's a lesson in everything good and bad that we can take with us and carry forward. And it's like once the card turns, it's like Nine of Cups means wish fulfillment. And it's like as soon as you decide to like turn and actually go on the journey, this Cups journey that's happening here, it's just like it can be such a positive blessing. Let's clarify this Prince of Swords, please. Okay. Judgment's on the bottom. And then the Queen of Wands. I want to do this. Okay. I really feel like the universe is going to be testing you a lot right now. With the Judgment and Queen of Wands together, it's like such a powerful energy, and it's like they're just poking you, but you can take it. You know how to handle it. You know what to do with the information, but you actually just have to decide to do it. It's like you already know what you're supposed to be doing, and you're kind of, like I said earlier, like you're just kind of putting it off. You're scared of the ocean. You don't know what's out there. You don't know what's past this point. With that Fool card, but I can promise you that it's beautiful with that Nine of Cups. It's like, and the Queen of Wands, she would not send you on a fool's errand, which, funnily enough, it's like the Fool card. But that's not what the Fool doesn't literally mean fool. It means foolish in the way of like following your dreams. Like how society has pointed out that that's foolish. That we need to like, lie down and take it. that's what everyone wants. And I got that Hierophant card there. Like it's almost like you could maybe subscribe to that kind of, like be a cog in the machine. And it's like if you don't want to be a cog in the machine anymore, it's like you're like, okay, but in between being a cog and being successful, it's like a long journey. It's a long, arduous journey. But I promise you, it's like, it's all worth it. Like the Queen of Wands would not send you on a fool's journey. It would not nudge you in this direction if it weren't to turn you into the King of Cups. Okay. Sorry, the AC's coming back on. Let's clarify this Ace of Cups, please. This Ace of Cups. I'm most curious about that Hierophant over there, but we'll get to it. Ace of Cups, please. What is this Ace of Cups? Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. With Death on the bottom. So the Seven of Cups, and since this is also cups, I'm getting like 7 and 1 is 8. So it's like the Eight of Cups is literally like walking away from something. But interestingly enough, it's like, what's inside this Ace of Cups, what's inside this tiny cup instead of like this ocean, is too many options. It's like you feel more comfortable having too many options and not making a decision. It's like that's your comfort zone. It's like seeing all of the options and being like, well, that's too many. I don't want to make a decision on that, so I'm just not going to. I'll just put it off until I absolutely have to make a decision. But that's your comfort zone, it seems like. Your comfort zone is having too many options. Once you get out of this cup into the ocean, it's like there's only going to be one option. There's only going to be the option, which is your path to this King of Cups. That is the option that's out in that sea or that ocean. And it's scary. It's scary to choose one and go on that because it's like, God forbid, what if I'm wrong? What if this one path doesn't lead me to where it's going to be? But here's the thing, is the Nine of Cups, it's like you cannot fail. You absolutely cannot fail. Because even if you quote unquote fail according to society's eyes, it's still not failing because you learned a lot on that journey. Like how I was saying with that gratitude journal, it's like, what are the positives even in the most bleak situations? I don't know. And I understand that there's some situations that makes that almost like impossible to even like contemplate, but I don't know. Okay. Let's look at this Hierophant for Libra, please. Clarify the Hierophant, please. It's like you would think that the ocean would have more options, but it's like that the ocean is actually the one true option. For now. Because everything's just for now, right? Everything can change. Oh, a card flipped over. Hang on a second. Where is it? This is weird. This energy that's above you. Oh, look, I just saw the world. Okay, with that world card coming out, now we have the Six of Cups again. The Six of Cups was actually on the bottom with this Nine of Cups. And 6 and 9 are very spiritual numbers, and it's like it's in the middle of your journey here, like from the Ace to the King. The Fool's in the middle, and with that Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups, it's like it's a very positive vibe or omen or whatever that I'm getting from that. But anyway, so the Six of Cups on the bottom with this Three of Swords. I truly, honestly feel like some of you could be like questioning your religious beliefs that you were brought up with and trying to see what else is out there. Okay? Because there's something about that part of your life that has hurt you, and it feels like it's like that umbrella that's over you, like I was talking about before. It's almost like there's something that just overshadows your life, that it's been bringing you a lot of grief. And that's the thing, is like inside this cup, it's like, okay, if this is like religious beliefs or something, inside this cup, it's like, okay, it's always been one way, but now all these options have presented themselves, and it's getting crowded in the cup, right? And it's like you're trying to get out. But it's scary out there. Yeah, it definitely does feel like it could be your religious beliefs, like how you grew up. And it's starting to really, like, you're starting to see a lot of, I feel like a lot of, like, old traumas and scars could be coming up. That's the pokes, you know? Because the Three of Swords is like, it's heartbreak, it's sadness, it's having to get over something just excruciating. With the Hierophant representing like religious structures and or religious teachings and stuff. And it feels like it's like causing these clouds, right? But like you're getting a little bit hope shining through. Maybe finding like your true beliefs and what's happening there. Let's go ahead and look at this King of Cups. Let's look at this King of Cups, please. That's too many. Just one card, please. Or maybe, oh. Okay. Look, the Eight of Cups is showing up now, how I said with the Seven and Ace. It's like, see, you're just like, you've seen all your options and you're ready to just walk. You're ready to walk. Okay. You have the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords came out here. That's 10. So like the Ten of Swords, and Ten of Swords represents like endings of painful cycles. It's the end of that sword journey, which the sword journey is probably the most it's probably the hardest journey in the four suits of tarot. It's a really hard journey. But the Six of Swords represents moving to calmer waters, and then the Four of Swords represents healing from the Three of Swords, right? We go 3 to 4. It's that next step after that Three of Swords is the healing. And it's almost like whenever you decide to dive into, I'm really getting like this like your belief systems as what's coming through here. I mean, maybe it could be other things, but that's just what's coming through. But it's like once you decide to finally just pick a path to, like, you just find something that resonates in your soul and you become the ruler of that ocean. You become competent. But then after you realize that, it's like, okay, I can finally just take a breath, and like you just have to kind of take a minute for yourself to realize like you're safe, you're okay, you can process some more stuff at a later time, but right now you just need to kind of like chill, right? You need to just kind of be like, I'm safe, I'm here, let's take a minute to breathe, recuperate, and then we can move on. Like if you ever read like fantasy novels and they go on these grand adventures and they're always running from something, but there are safe havens throughout that journey. That's kind of what's happening here. It's like right now this is like the end of your cups journey, and then whatever journey could be next. Like maybe you just completed the swords journey and now you're completing the cups journey, and then you're going to move on to the earth journey, you know, something like that. So it's like you're just taking a moment of pause before you go on to your next one. Like this is a complete cycle that we're witnessing here in these cards. Like this is your cycle. I don't know where you are at in this. I know this is your past and this is your future, and you're somewhere in the middle. But it's leading you to like a complete cycle. Okay. What do I want advice? I don't think we're going to get any advice. I feel like this reading is complete. So, yeah, Libra, this has been your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. I also have a donate button if you're interested in that. And I do offer personal readings. And if you're interested in that, you can go to my About Me section. So yeah, I thank any of you for being present today, any of your guides that were present, any of my guides that were present, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.